Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to see the topic of process of design thinking. In design thinking, unit 1, we are seeing the topic, the process of design thinking. The process of design thinking is a non-linear iterative process that involves understanding the users. Based upon the user's point of view, we are defining the process of design thinking. There are different types of design thinking process, at least 5 stages. There are 5 stages is very important stage in defining the process of design thinking. We have empathize, define, ideate, prototype and test. This is the process of design thinking stages. First stage is empathize. We are defining based upon users' feedback and defining the problem. Ideating is nothing but creating the prototype model, and prototype is nothing but different prototypes, low fidelity and high fidelity. We can see in detail. And testing the prototype model. This is the last stage in process of design thinking. Empathize, define, ideate, prototype and test. Empathize. It's nothing but understanding the problem based upon the user's point of view. We have different activities, user research, conduct interviews, surveys and observations together. That is, based upon the user research, we are defining the problem. We have different maps. First map is empathy map. What is empathy map? Mapping in visualize. That is based upon the users feel, think, and what the problem they say. That comes under say, think, feel and do. How they think about that problem, how they feel and how they overcoming that problem. That comes under empathy map. Based on the empathy map, we have to create the model. We have to create the new prototype. Next is shadowing. Observe the users in environment to understand their behavior based upon the shadowing. Next, define. Defining the problem. First, we have to empathy. Next, defining the problem. We should have the clear, concise about the problem, what they are facing that problem. We have to take the statements that comes under POV statement, point of view. Next, affinity diagram. We have to define the diagrams based upon categorizing, based upon the patterns, themes, how we will understood in easy way. Next, ideate. Ideate, we have to give the solution to that problem. For that, we have some activities, brainstorming, Scamper and mind mapping. Brainstorming is that creating a session and encouraging the ideas. Scamper is substitute, combine, adapt, modify and put to another use. Eliminate and reverse. These all comes under Scamper. S for substitute, C for combine, A for adapt and modifying. If we create one prototype model, we have to define in different problems, different views. We can substitute one prototype in different point of view. That prototype can be used in different views. That comes under Scamper. Mind mapping, creating a mind mapping and visualizing, organizing and exploring new ideas by mind mapping. Mind mapping is a very useful technique. Next one, prototype. Creating a prototype at last stage based upon the ideas. We have two prototypes, as I said first, low fidelity and high fidelity. Low fidelity is nothing but creating a low cost prototype with low cost modules based upon sketches and bringing the concept in low fidelity. High fidelity is developing more detailed point of view and bringing the product. Storyboarding is nothing but bringing all together in one storytelling process, how they developed, how they processed and how the last stage comes under prototype. Next one, test model. Test, evaluating the prototype based upon testing, gathering the feedback and refining the solution. Refining is nothing but making that solution what the prototype we have created and refining, bringing updated version or upgrading the prototype model based upon the user's feedback. We have usability testing, user feedback, and iterative testing. Usability testing is that how user interact with the prototype, how the issues have been solved. User feedback is based upon the interviews and surveys. We will get the feedback for that prototype model what we have created. Iterative testing is improving the prototype based on feedback and testing solutions. At last, in the process of design thinking, we getting the stages, that is defining the problem, getting the empathy map, brainstorming process, and prototype model at last, and refining the solution to the user's point of view. Based upon the user's point of view, we defining this process. First, as I said, first stage, empathy is the most important point of view, and process, define, and prototype and test. These are the 5 stages which brings the prototype model. Thank you.